Yeah, SKT looks pretty well equipped to handle it. They've got the pillars to stop the engage from Sivir. They've got Tahm Kench to eat anybody who gets picked on. And
the lowest priority Drake. It's especially useless.
Blank gank. He gets ulted, knocked up. Blank in a little bit of trouble here. Wing comes in to finish it, help finish off it. Wing does get the kill. Well, that's why. Well, he was, to be fair, he was part of that first blood, so percentage.
Nope, that doesn't help.
No, it doesn't help? Oh, okay, all right.
I'm sorry, that doesn't actually help the statistics.
I'm trying to look for the silver lining here. He didn't even have to flash.
It was very easy, let's put it that way.
Well,
Blank's gonna come in, TP also.
Yeah, Blank gets punted away there. They do get the flash from Pilot. Here comes Duke now. Nice pillar to slow him down. Pilot gonna pop that summoner heal for a little bit of his speed boost. And he'll be able to get away, but both summoners taken off of the AD carry. And
will be maybe 5 or 6 down, but that's about it.
Blank again, he is level 6 now. Sweet gets locked up by that Deadly Flourish, goes back in for that, but Pulverize onto the Gragas. Winged over the wall with the onslaught of shadows, but he gets backed away. Bang gonna pop that curtain call. Maybe able to pick off Sweet. Nope. Winged just gonna block some of that damage. All right, Deadly Flourish onto Sweet, gets pushed back in. Tries to get out, pops that Alistar ultimate, a little bit on his own. Blank doing what he can. Wolf could get in there for the jump, but Bang's just gonna take that kill. SK Telecom finds one there as Jhin kind of awkwardly runs by the mid lane turret. Enjoy the farming.
Lissandra's going it alone.
Kuzan getting caught. The E denied. Ults himself to try to make time for Jhin to catch up here. Flashes away, Shen ulting in, and that's going to save Kuzan, but a close call there.
But you don't know where so many people on SKT are, and you're a mid laner walking in by yourself, but Blank is caught.
Yeah, completely caught. Tries to get away, but the onslaught of shadows going to fear him back, and that's another kill for Jhin.
That turret was so low. Blank had no business being there. Yeah, that face. he knows he's upset by that one. He had no backup. So, pretty big misplays from both teams.
Faker's decided to take things into his own hands. Gets knocked up by Sweet. Bang, firing that curtain call, and the Chaos Storm doing a lot of damage to Sweet. Wolf goes in though, has to pop that gray health nearly immediately, flashes over the wall to try to get away. Bang trying to slow people down with the Deadly Flourish, but Trace gets one. Kuzan's gonna get one, and Jhin gonna take the fight and the dragon. So that's a kill on Blank, a turret, 2 more kills, and now a Drake. Every time you're like, all right, this is gonna be the day to get it together. I don't know. Oh, Kuzan. This is Zhonya's. He's got the ult to keep himself alive too. He's gonna use that, trying to delay again, but all right, Stand United coming in. Shield gets burned through very quickly, but here comes Trace. Wolf eats up to Lissandra though, and there's a kill for Faker. Now Wolf though, and Blank kind of trapped on their own, very low health. Pilot though, nearly taken down. Meanwhile, SK Telecom trying to track down Wing. Blank gets taken out, sniped. Wow.
Does he have like a Guy Fox mask?
Sort of. It's Guy Fox-esque. All right, it's high noon. Sweet gets caught. One more will do it. No, not quite. Pilot though. Oh, how did they live? Wow. That was crazy.
Yeah, Blank is going to look for the finisher. There's the W though. Finds him.
Deadly Flourish. That was a beautiful kill.
Yeah, a little bit tough.
Bang at it.
Wing. Turret aggro.
Over the wall. Yeah, Bang has to back up as well. Blank going to get taken down. Another kill for Pilot. And SK Telecom has to back away. That flank from Wing to really turn things around. Not surprised. All right, Pilot in trouble again. Whoa, never mind. Did I say Pilot was in trouble? Sweet comes into the big engage. Wing follows it up. Faker caught, killed off. Wolf in a little bit of trouble on the side. Blank goes down, and Jhin seems to have this team fight without any issues. Trace just chopping down Bang. Bang turns it around though for the Deadly Flourish onto Trace. So Wing gonna chase him. Yeah, Bang, you cannot stick around there. Goodbye, Tahm Kench.
Well, that's gonna be a Baron for Jhin.
Should be, yeah. Yep. Well, Duke and Bang actually causing a lot of damage here. Duke's going to pick up one kill. That Baron still has half health here. Bang doing work in the pit right now. Trace tries to go for the taunt, misses it. Bang still has his flash. That's a double kill for Duke. That's a triple kill for Duke. He's going for another one. Kuzan has to flash out. Trace still there. Kuzan using the E to get out actually. And SK Telecom, here comes Wolf. He can take that Baron.
Oh my.
Curtain call. Oh, Bang knocked out of it. Baron MVP, but SK Telecom still going to be able to take it. What a turnaround.
Holy cow, Duke and Bang just showing up right there. Duke was on his way to a penta, but he decided not to flash over the Baron pit wall. And maintain the vision on both. Very low HP. They may take this turret. Bang has to walk up though.
Wow,
that hurts.
Pilot getting so low already, and that's going to be an easy turret take. For SK Telecom, they find Wing now. Nice explosive cast from Blank, forcing the GA to get popped. Loading up the barrel, Wing just ulting away. Looks like he'll be able to make it for the moment. Sweet goes in for the engage, has to flash, pops the Alistar ultimate. And all of this is going to make sure that Jhin can't really contest whatever objective SKT wants outside of the base. They're going to take the mid inhibitor. What's it going to be?
Such range from the SK Telecom team composition.
All right, going in. Trying to make a plan to Duke. Sweet, though, caught out a little bit. Has to use the Alistar ultimate early. Pilot pops on the hunt. Jhin, though, with no real engage. Bang uses his curtain call. Now Jhin having to run. That's going to be some trouble. And that may be the Baron for SK Telecom.
Pulling back out. They got two important ultimates out of Jhin there, so now they may be redoubling their efforts to actually take this Baron. Nope. Gonna go for the pick.
Yep. Gonna see him with the
That
ward
was
going
so
on
clever.
to Winged. Winged has to ult away. Easy to escape if you're that Hecarim, but you have to use the ultimate to do it.
Doa, that was so smart. They dropped the blue trinket intentionally outside of the bush to make it look like they were in the Baron pit trying to see where the jungler was, but it was actually a pick attempt. Didn't actually get it, but it was.
Well, they got Sweet.
Well, they got him that time. But that's exactly what that was. Show Hecarim as he's coming in that blue trinket ward, and then see if he's going to go ahead and try and face check that brush. Sneaky.
Very sneaky. Wolf zoning on the outside of the pit as SK Telecom goes for this Baron. And without Sweet, it's going to be tough for Jhin to make some progress. Winged it already half health. Baron lower. Kuzan thinking about coming over the wall. Looks like Blank is just going to finish this one off. Yep, and SK Telecom takes a pretty easy Baron. Bang doing a bit of sieging. Duke just walks into Jhin's base. Not a lot they can do to stop him. Zoning out. Trace taking some hits. There goes the inhibitor turret. Blank goes in looking for a pick. Doesn't find it. Winged running around frantically, trying to find a good ultimate, but he's going to need to find follow-up too, trying to loop around the side, but Wolf is there to zone. They're going to take out the inhibitor. Blank moving in onto Kuzan, gets W'd. Winged onto Faker in the back lines, and inhibitor still alive for the moment. Bang eaten up by Wolf just in the last moment. He's going to stay alive for the time being anyway. 2 kills for Faker, 1 for Bang, and that's the end of the game. A double kill for Faker. And SKT going to hang it out, you know.
Waiting for that to come back up, and that'll be it. Winged had
he's gone.
A really desperate engage onto Faker in the back line. He was easily able to handle the Hecarim, and that'll wrap it up. So Jhin, they can't quite convert, but props to Duke and Bang for saving that Baron, because otherwise this would have been a really different game.